Welcome to the Government News Brief for Monday, February 29, 2016. In the news, Gaisuko on target for achieving first crop production amidst challenges, healthcare services streamlined, and Guyana setting the stage for a robust aviation sector. With these and other stories, I am Azim Khan. Thank you for staying with us. This is the Government News Brief. Residents of Kuma Kuma Bruma Region 1 met with several government ministers over the weekend to enable their participation and to guide government's intervention. Here are the details.
The meeting was held at the Kumaka Extension Center and chaired by Natural Resources Minister Raphael Trotman. It attracted a number of residents who actively participated in the discussions.
Farm project, which will be one of the major developments for this area, which has been run right now. And that was started by our founder leader years ago. And right now, as I can see it or imagine, like it's just like somebody just trying to get a land and not the project to keep rolling.
But it's not for us to come in and tell you, you shall now be selling soft drinks, or you shall now be doing palm oil, or you shall now be, you all have to know what is best for you. You will only make it possible for you to realize your dreams. So if you feel that Wagner Oil Palm Project is one of those, so be it.
The residents were informed that high emphasis is placed on the development of the Mabruma sub-region as it is slated for township status. They were also advised on their role in the upcoming local government elections.
After you would have elected your township, working between the region and the municipality, you will craft your development plan. And if you believe that Wagner and its restoration is one such project that must be resuscitated, we will work with you to see how it can be done.
The meeting was part of a wider visit to the region in which 7 ministers held discussions with residents in several other communities within the sub-region. Shanta Gobernan with this Government News Brief.
Aviation safety and security within the Caribbean region is high on the agenda of the 17th Caribbean Aviation Safety and Security Oversight System Board meeting. Glendon Greenwich reports.
The Caribbean Aviation Safety and Security Oversight System, CASAS, is the region's oversight organization which aims to facilitate the growth and development of aviation in the region through training, resource sharing, harmonization of policies and procedures, among other areas.
Our agenda over the next 3 days is quite extensive as we seek to collaborate and harmonize activities for the good of aviation in the region. The areas of safety and security are paramount, and we take our mandate seriously as we embark on the various activities in our individual member states while maintaining that focus on collaboration and harmonization. The growing issue of environmental protection has also not gone unnoticed, as a number of member states are actively developing or have developed and submitted state action plans to ICAO in fulfilling the mandate in this area.
The Board of Directors meeting will also focus on priority discussions geared at ensuring that states are in compliance with the International Civil Aviation Organization standards and recommended practices. Annette Ferguson, Minister within the Ministry of Public Infrastructure, explained that the unified approach of the region through CASAS provides member states like Guyana with an avenue to access key technical expertise to keep the sector safe and secure.
In the Caribbean, like most parts of the world, there is a shortage of technical skills, and therefore our unified approach in CARICOM through CASAS give countries with limited human resources, such as Guyana, an avenue to access key technical expertise to keep the aviation sector safe and secure. And this, I believe, is highly commendable. Colleagues, your work at this 17th CASAS meeting is very important. Your deliberations and subsequent actions have great economic and social value for our nations.
Lieutenant Colonel retired Lawrence London, chairman of the Guyana Civil Aviation Authority Board, indicated that the new board will work to ensure recommendations and decisions that arise are enacted expeditiously. Government News Brief, Glendon Greenwich.
Persons are warned against squatting as the Ministry of Communities continue to make affordable house lots available. Details in this report.
Minister within the Ministry of Communities Valerie Sharp-Patterson says that government will not be making any allowance for new squatters in light of the many measures being put in place towards making housing affordable.
The squatter settlements that are currently around the country, we are looking at regularizing them, and we are going to do so. But we're not encouraging new squatters coming on board. Have your applications in, and I'm saying to you that we are working towards making house lots available, and you will get your house lot.
Since taking office, government has been working diligently to reduce the approximately 25,000 backlog of housing application. Focus has also been placed on reallocating house lots at a cheaper cost.
We're not forced to regularize squatting. So let me just emphasize that. We're not forced to do that. However, those that are already existing, and some as much as 10, 20, 30 years, we're going to regularize you. But we don't expect this kind of illegality and lawlessness to continue.
When President David Granger took office, he publicly asked people to desist from squatting. Squatting is illegal and punishable by law. The Ministry of Communities has also issued a similar statement. For the Government News Brief, Tanika Thorne reporting.
Sugar production remains on track to meet Gaisuko's 2016 first crop target. Paul McAdam reports.
The Ghana Sugar Corporation's management is optimistic of meeting its first crop target of 80,500 tons. According to Finance Director Paul Bim, the production to date is some 11,243,000 metric tons for the first crop. He said that all of the factories are grinding except for Skeldon, which is due to begin on Thursday. The weather conditions have remained somewhat favorable, the company official added. He noted that despite the prevailing dry conditions, Gaisuko has been managing its water supplies fairly well, with some recent rainfall helping in this regard. The industry is taking measures to prepare for another threatened one-day strike by the Ghana Agricultural and General Workers Union, GAU, on Tuesday. The union has called for a 24-hour strike every Tuesday to press for issues with wage negotiations, the annual performance incentive, and the closure of the Wales estate to be ironed out. According to BIM, the strike called last Tuesday was not as widespread or effective as GAO anticipated, since those who took action would not be paid for the day. The industry is seeking to continue reversing its ineffective performance and return to profitability eventually. The merging of the Wales and Iflock estates is one of the measures being taken to ensure this. The overall target for 2016 is approximately 240,000 metric tons.
Better services can be expected from the Ministry of Public Health as the sector is currently being streamlined. More in this report.
This undertaking will see the ministry making a number of systematic changes to primary healthcare practices and public health systems to improve the quality, efficiency, and effectiveness of patient care.
The public health sector is in the process of being reformed through a number of strategic interventions that have been crafted to realize national goals. In an effort to restore confidence among stakeholders within the public health sector, deliberate efforts are being taken by the Ministry of Public Health in all aspects of public health care to improve its quality as well as its delivery.
The Public Health Ministry is working to create a more transparent medical supplies procurement system, which will allow more bidders to join the tender process. Bidders can even bid on portions of the tender since the supplies will be separated by lots and can be tendered separately. For this Government News Brief, I'm Shanaz Alo reporting.
We have come to the end of the Government News Brief for Monday, February 29, 2016. We are reminding you that this is a photograph taken during the independence activities. If you recognize yourself in this photograph, please give us a call on 226-6715 or 225-3119. We would certainly like to speak with you. Remember, the Government News Brief along with all other GINA programs can be found on our website. We are also on Facebook and YouTube. On behalf of all of us here at GINA, thank you for watching.